My name is Emily, and I'm 29 years old. I work as a teacher in a small town. Every morning I wake up early, prepare my lessons, and head to school. I teach young children. Their laughter and curiosity make my days brighter. I live alone in a small apartment near the school. My family lives in another city, so I don't see them often, but I talk to my parents on the phone whenever I can. On weekends, I love reading books, drinking coffee, and taking long, peaceful walks. My life is simple and quiet. For a long time, I was single. I had a few relationships before, but they never worked out. Love, I realized, isn't easy. I wanted someone kind and honest, someone who truly understood me. But I was also afraid of getting hurt again. Then one day, everything changed. That morning, I reached school a bit early. In the teacher's lounge, I noticed a new face, a tall man with dark hair and a gentle smile. "This is David," my colleague Lisa said. "He's the new teacher." David turned to me and smiled. "Hi, I'm David. What's your name?" "I'm Emily," I said, smiling back. From that day, we met every morning at school. David was smart, funny, and caring. The children adored him, and so did everyone else. During lunch breaks, we often sat together, talking about our students, books, and hobbies. I learned he loved music and art. I told him about my favorite cafe in town, a quiet place where I often went to relax. A few days later, after school, David walked up to me. "Emily, would you like to have coffee with me?" he asked. I felt surprised, but happy. "Sure," I said. That evening we met at my favorite cafe. Soft music played in the background, and rain fell gently outside. The air smelled of fresh coffee. We talked for hours, about his childhood, his dreams, my love for teaching, and life in general. For the first time in a long time, I felt comfortable with someone. Soon, David and I became close friends. We laughed together, shared little moments, and supported each other. He would bring me coffee in the mornings. I would surprise him with cookies from my favorite bakery. One weekend, he invited me to a new art exhibition at the museum. I said yes. The next day was sunny and bright. We spent hours admiring paintings and talking about art, life, and dreams. Sitting together in the park afterward, I realized something. I liked him, maybe more than I wanted to admit. But a few days later, everything changed. After school, David came to my classroom, looking serious. "Emily, can we talk?" he asked. "Of course," I said. He took a deep breath. "There's something I need to tell you. I have a girlfriend." I froze. "What?" "Yes," he said quietly. "Her name is Rachel. We've been together for 4 years, but I'm not happy with her anymore." My heart sank. "Then why do you spend time with me?" "Because when I'm with you," he said, "I feel alive." I looked down, my heart heavy. I cared about him, but this wasn't right. That night I couldn't sleep. I kept asking myself, why didn't he tell me before? A few days later I saw him at the market, with Rachel. They were laughing together. She looked happy. They both did. My heart broke. I realized then I didn't want to be anyone's second choice. The next day at school, I told David everything. "I saw you with Rachel," I said softly. "You looked happy. If you're not happy with her, you should tell her. But I can't be part of this." He looked sad. "I don't want to lose you, Emily." "I care about you," I said, "but I deserve someone who's honest." I walked away. Days passed. I missed him, but I knew I made the right decision. I focused on my students, spent time with friends, and slowly I began to heal. One afternoon, while walking in the park, I heard a familiar voice. "Emily?" It was Alex, an old friend from college. We hadn't met in years. He told me he had moved back to town and was now working as a doctor. We talked for hours, laughing about old memories. With Alex I felt calm, no confusion, no secrets, just peace. Over time, we met often, for coffee, walks, and long conversations. One evening, Alex looked at me and said, "Emily, I really like spending time with you. Would you like to have dinner with me this weekend?" I smiled. "I'd love to." Months passed, and our bond grew stronger. Alex was everything I had wished for: kind, honest, and true. One evening, as we walked through the park, he stopped and held my hand. "Emily," he said softly, "we've been together for a year now. I can't imagine my life without you. Will you marry me?" Tears filled my eyes. I remembered all the pain I had gone through, and how it had led me here. "Yes," I whispered. "Yes, I will." He smiled, placed the ring on my finger, and hugged me. In that moment, I realized something. Love is not always about finding the perfect person. Sometimes it's about finding the one who brings peace to your heart. Life had tested me, but it also rewarded me. I once thought love was painful, but now I knew. Every ending brings us closer to a new beginning. Sometimes you have to walk away from the wrong person to find the right one. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. More emotional and inspiring stories are coming soon.